This is the last one. I forgot about this truck. Don't know how, it's sitting right behind me, but I did forget about it. So, what do we have? I don't know if that's very bright, so I'll add some light occasionally. Right, it's a King Hauler, obviously. Although it isn't. It's a, I might get this wrong, but I'm sure it's called a Hang Peng or something like that. It's a cheap knockoff toy grade remote control. It was a King Hauler and a tanker trailer originally. Very cheap and nasty, basic remote. When I bought it, it was about 30 quid. Now they're silly money because people pay it. If people pay silly money, they charge silly money. But that's what the cab is. The back is just wood. I made the back. It tips, but it tips for a reason because the battery goes in between the chassis rails. It's not a tipper as such. It's more a general purpose vehicle. So apart from, well, the cab, the funny looking steps and the tanks, I believe all come off the cheap Heng. Someone's going to correct me, but I'm sure it's Heng Pao or something like that. Apart from that, well, the khaki exhaust stack as well. Originally this was done in silver. I've done the cab silver, the back was just wood without these bits, it was just this bit. And I had a big Caterpillar sign on the front, I think, if I remember rightly. But I always wanted it like this truck, how it looks now. This was what I had in my head when I was first building it, so this is what it ended up as. It's just open backed, has a tow hitch on the back, one of the trailer bumper lights, I can't remember what one, flatbed I think it is, can't remember. Just normal Tamiya wheels and tyres. Again, the cab, the blah 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 rubbish. Front has a one of them working winches on it. I built a little bot thing at the bottom that's bent so many times because it's just out of aluminium, but it does the job. Right, this bit is what makes it a bit different, I think, is the fact that it's 6-wheel drive. It's got a high lift stroke F350 stroke Hilux front axle, which does make it a little bit wide. The wheels just do stick past the wheel arch slightly. It is what it is. I could get a truck one now. You can get truck ones, but when I built this you couldn't. It was that or nothing. The gearbox is a 2-speed gearbox RC4WD, I do believe. I can't quite see, but knowing me, it's got a 50-turn motor in it. Not a 50-turn, an 80-turn motor in it. Could be 55, but I'm pretty sure it's 80. It's got a very, very basic light kit. So it's got front lights, back lights, I think brake lights, can't remember, and indicators. That's it, it's very basic. That's about it really. So it is a 6x6 6-wheel. That doesn't look good, does it? Look. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but that drive shaft isn't in. So something I need to do there is put that drive shaft back in. I don't know how that's come out. Shouldn't come out. It's a bloody tight fit. I don't know how it's come out. But there you go, it's come out. Apart from that, which I shall fix, it's all good. It's quite a capable little thing actually for a 6-wheel drive. I keep meaning to change the tyres and put some beefier sort of off-road tyres on it, which I will get around to one day. I did buy some, but they're so cheap and nasty, they're bloody solid. They're good for nothing really. The place I used to buy them, the BF Goodrich ones, which are really nice. Last few times I've looked, these from Japan, they've never bloody got any. So I'm assuming it's kind of gone away from truck stuff and it does just like sand sculpture stuff and that sort of thing. SRB chassis, is it? Them kind of things. Not so much on the lorries, which is a shame, because they do really nice axle nuts, bolts, whatever you call them, nuts, axle covers. Well, they ain't covers, they are actually a nut that screws in, but it's a nice looking. Nice tyres. They're the ones who've done the axles and the lift and everything on the fire truck. But this is, as you can tell by the title, quite old when it was originally first built. Who'd that be? That me, Mr. Thurston, wanting to know when he's going to get a next video to watch. Yeah, that's it really. I don't know where I missed this one, but I did. But there you go. At the moment it's a 6x4 because the drive shaft's come out. 5-minute job to put it back in. So that's it really. I did get suggested to do a couple on videos and that. I have got Smokey and the Bandit truck. It's basically just a King Horner painted. I done it because I liked it. There's no real reason behind it other than I bought a second-hand truck with the intention of changing it into that truck, that paint scheme. As I said on a previous video, that I don't know what else there is to do actually. I've got a few lorries but they're not mine. I didn't build them, so I really can't see the point of me doing any video on them unless you actually want them to see them, and then I will and explain whatever I can. But like I say, I didn't build them. It's not, this series is the build story, why I built them or how I built them, what I used. I didn't build them, so I can't tell you much. I don't know what else I can say on it. That is it, basically. So, if you enjoyed this series, give it a thumbs up. I actually enjoyed making these videos. There's some things I actually forgot about some of these that has reminded me. And makes me wish I had a bigger shed or more room that I could do a few more. Because there are a few more I'd like to do. I haven't got the space, and if I'm really honest, even if I did have the space, I probably wouldn't do any more because in my eyes Tamiya have outpriced themselves. They've gone too greedy with their pricing and I just won't pay it anymore. Their latest kits are extortionate. it's just they've lost a lifelong customer. I will not buy any more of their kits unless I see one that is very cheap, or not even very cheap but reasonable. I bought the S-Scania because I wanted it, because I loved the look of it, but it took me ages to just get round to buying it because of how much it cost. It is a rip-off as far as I'm concerned. Their pricing the last, since they done the Volvo logging truck, I think, maybe, or even the little tipper, their pricing's just gone stupid. It's just the wrecker. I would love the wrecker. £1,000 before you start. That's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I can take any combination of truck and trailer in here, and it probably didn't come to £1,000. So for one truck, and that's just for the kit, is absolutely ridiculous. But some people are willing to pay it, so they will charge it. Unfortunately, I'm not willing to pay it, so I won't get one. Rant over. I'll see you on the next one.